Welcome back to another video here on the channel. I am naked for you today as I show you the difference between the X, the R, and the vanilla variants of the Ark creatures. Now before we get started, if you enjoyed this video at all, or if you just want to support the channel, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to become a human being, and let's get into this. So we've got only 3 variants of the R and X creatures. So we've got the Allos, we've got an R Allo, an X Allo, and a normal Allo at level 1. We've got 2 Reapers, that's the R and the Reaper King. And then we've got Parasaurs, just for fun, because everyone was doing Gigas. So I've been wanting to do this video for a while, and what we're going to do is we're going to test out their DPS, look at stats, and see what's really different between these variants. Are there much differences? Well, we'll find out in this video. Let's start off with the Allos. So basically, let's have a look at these stats. These are base stats, so they don't get any better. The main stats that I think we need to look at are health and melee, but we've got 630, 380, 175. On here, we've got 611, 380, 175. And on this one, we've got 611, 380, and 175. Now this is going to be common between each one of these X and R variants. They have less health than the vanilla variants, but even though their damage says that it is 175, which is the same, they do more damage, and we can demonstrate that now. So if we go up with the normal Allosaur, we do 61 damage. If we went up with the X Allosaur, which is the one from Genesis Part 1, we do 64 damage, and this is the exact same stat. Now if we go up with the Allosaur, which is the new R variant, 64 as well. So one of the things that is quite similar and quite familiar between the X and R variants is that they actually are pretty much the same. They're just called something different, and they've got unique biome looks, but I don't think the stats are any different. So basically, R creatures are the same as X creatures, is what I'm trying to say here. So you might be asking yourself, Bean, well, what if you level up the creature? Does it level up anymore? Well, I can show you right now. So we've got health here. We've got 630. If we have level up that went up, what, 70 odd points there. If we're going to do this one in a second, that one also went up 70 odd points. And health on this one also went up 71 points. So health has stayed consistent between the 3 going to level 2. But what about melee? So let's take a look at the melee that we can do up. So this is at 175 at the moment. We're going to put up a melee. That went up 7 stats on that melee. What about this guy here? This one also went up 7. How about this guy? It also went up 7. So the stats will go up the same however you level. But they also all seem to gain the same max amount of levels. Now, this is single player, so it's 88 in total. But obviously, on servers, that will change depending on your server settings. So yeah, there we go. Level 3, they're all the same. How's that improved on the attack? Is there a wider difference? So now that's attacking for 63. This guy's attacking for 66. And this guy is attacking for 66 as well. We'll level these up to max in a moment, all on melee, and we'll see what the difference is. Is that same across the board? So we've got some Parasaurs here. Stats wise, is this the same? 194 and 173 for the X Parasaur. 194, 175 for the R, so that's the same. And then the vanilla is 200 and 175. So all the R and X types, you will get less health. That is one of the main differences. Before we carry on with this test though, if you want to see all the X and R variants fight it out against vanillas, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll make a little battle simulation against all the variants. So leave a comment down below if you want to see that. So in theory, these guys should have the same outcome. If we run it over to this guy and we just hit, it done 21 damage with the vanilla. The X done 22, which means the R should also do 22. That is correct. So it's the same around all. You get a slightly higher melee, even though it's less. Here's the Reapers. So let's try the Reapers for fun. I mean, these are pretty cool. We all love Reapers. Let's push this guy. 131 at the vanilla base stat, and again, these will be exactly the same. The R variant will have a lower health but the same melee, and this one is doing 73 damage. I'm not too sure what the difference is there. 77? I have no clue what the difference is there, but yeah, this guy's doing more damage, which shouldn't be happening. The R type should be doing more damage. That might be a void test, because you guys should not be doing. You should be doing more damage. Bad Reaper. Okay, let's level these up to fully. I'll be back once we get through all these levels, and let's see what the difference is. Okay, so they're all leveled up. So this one is all melee. This one I didn't pump all melee. I got it to 700. So this stat, they should all be the same. 784. Obviously, I only pumped this one to 700 to see if it can catch up. And this one is at 784 as well. So the stats are the same. Let's see how much damage these can do. So 274 from the vanilla. The X variant does 257. And remember, this guy has a lot less stats into the melee. It's got 80 odd less points in melee. So this guy should do 288. And that is the difference that you're looking at. If we go back to the Allosaur, 274 versus 288. Now you think that might not be mega, like a huge difference, but imagine having these at level 150 or mutated, and you're just mutating these on top of these. You're basically getting 3 mutations into your stats, into your melee stat, right there. So these guys are definitely way better to have than the vanillas, and I think it's a good boost. But the question of the video is, what is the difference between vanilla, X, and R variants? X and R are the exact same. They have the same sort of decreased health, but increased melee for the same stat level. Compared to the vanilla one, which has more health, but the same melee, but the melee does actual less damage. Now, these should have a resistance as well, which I've read about. Obviously, I can't test that here because they would have to be fighting something. But they should have a resistance, so they do less damage. We should give that a try in another video. So anyways, that is the video. That's the difference between the X, Rs, and vanillas. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to like button, share it with a friend. Go and share the video. I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day.